Let's take a look at page 197. Still dealing with the distributive property. We're going to write equivalent expressions. So sometimes you can apply the distributive property to part of an expression to write an equivalent expression. Example 1 says to consider 3 plus 2 times a plus b. We can apply this distributive property to 2a and b, but just leave the 3 alone because this is where we can focus. So 3 plus just remains the same. We're just going to focus on this part. We're going to distribute the 2. The 2 is in front of the parentheses, so we know it applies to both of these variables. So we're going to distribute that to a and b. So it becomes 3 plus 2a plus 2b. And then we can model it this way. So we're going to leave the 3 alone. We have 2 a's and 2 b's. The way it's written here kind of is a little bit more jumbled up. But we can see that we have 2 a's and we're adding an a and a b and an a and a b. And we're going to rewrite that so that both of the a's are together and the b's are together. So as a model, you can see that. Example 2 says consider 3a plus 2a plus b. We can apply the distributive property to 3a plus 2a, but we would leave that b alone. All right, that's not involved. So we're going to leave that alone. And you can see the breakdown here. And then we would model it this way. So it's like saying 3 of a plus 2 more of a plus b could just be thought of as 5 of a and b, just to simplify things. So if you look down here on number 14, it says, look at example 1 and use the diagram to help you find a third expression that's equivalent to these two. So here's a possible answer. Three plus, this 3 wasn't involved. Then we could just break it up into the repeated addition, a plus b plus a plus b. Apply the distributive property to part of each expression to write an equivalent expression and model it. So we have 3 of c plus d. So we can break that down. 3c plus 3d. And then there's your 6 that gets left alone. And then 7 plus, I would just leave alone. And then we can pull out the 2 and put that in front of a parenthesis of e plus f. You're supposed to write a model, draw a model. You could do that if you'd like to represent these over here.